Okay, so massive welcome to tonight's area call. My name is Jade Brimfield, Regional Vice President and very proud independent consultant. And just a massive warm welcome to anybody that's new that's on the call tonight, or if you're watching back on replay. If I've not had the pleasure of meeting you, hopefully when we get to meet in person or at some point we'll get to catch up and actually have, be able to introduce ourselves to each other. So massive well done. What day are we on? It's the 19th of October. And I'm just going to mute everybody. 19th of October. So we've still got so much of the month left. A massive congratulations. I just want to give a massive shout out to Charlotte, to Hannah Middleton, to Cara Smith, and to Emma Stevenson, who all achieved their Roger Bannister Award. That's just incredible. So massive achievement, and massive hats off to you guys for doing that. And that's really something that we want to be achieving by midway month, all the way through. So I'm really excited tonight to introduce our trainer for this evening. Executive District Manager Cara Bird has kindly, and bless her, on literally last minute, like she has stepped up and said, you know what, I'm going to give it a go and train tonight. And she's going to be training tonight on regaining your vision. And I know it's something that Cara has been wanting to work on for herself. So I know that sometimes when we're asked to train on stuff, my top tip is I always pick something that I know is my weakest area, or I pick something that I know I need to work on, because it actually gives me that time to go and work on it or put something together, and it really helps you really focus on things for yourself. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to the beautiful Cara, and we're really excited to hear from you. I know she's super excited, so if you want to unmute yourself and take it away. Oh, I might have to unmute you.
There we go. I think I've unmuted. Can everyone hear me? Think so. Lovely. All right. Hi Hannah. Hi everyone, and thank you for taking the time to listen to me. So I started Arbonne about 6 months ago, and starting a business, 100% you need a vision, because without a vision, like, you don't know where you're going, do you really? Okay, so let me tell you, I had a vision, all right. I had planned to be an RVP by this December, and I'd built a strong leg to start with in the first month, and I became an EDM sort of like really, really quick, with my fabulous leg that we'd all worked hard on, which is fantastic. And as a team, we're just so close, and we were so driven. And it was just basically a whirlwind, to say the least, but it was just so much fun. And I can honestly say it's been amazing. But obviously, sorry, I've wrote some notes. Last month, things started to fade, and I got a bit flaky, and I'd lost my drive. And these things happen. I mean, we're all human. And it's kind of, this month has given me a kick up the bum. Okay, the reason people give up is because they look at how far they've got to go instead of how far they've come. And I'd come a long, long way, and it was with the help of my team as well. So this is why you need a vision. It's so you don't lose your way, and you have a why in front of you all the time, and your why drives you along with your vision. Now, my why was to make lifelong friends. I've kind of been sort of like, I've moved around a hell of a lot, and not really made some close friends, or I'd make close friends sort of like where I was, and then I'd move on, and then you'd not hear from them. You know how flaky people can be. And that was one of the reasons why, a big reason why I joined Arbonne, is for the community. And not only that, I wanted to support my family, because my husband was getting out of the army. Well, he is getting out of the army within the next 6 months. Hi. And I just thought, do you know what? I know he's going to get a job, but it'd be nice to have that extra support as well. So that's why I did it. So those two things are my big drives, my big whys, is to make friends, which I am doing. There's so many fabulous people here, and to support my family. Anyway, we'll move on. So I needed a clear vision, and you need a clear vision of where you want to go and what your goal is, so that it can help you each step of the way. And things like quotes inspire me and help me. And not only that, a vision board. Now, I don't have a vision board yet, and this is where I am going to put my hands up, and this month is going to be where I do my vision board. And I've spent 6 months procrastinating, which is stupid, because I know I need to do it, because I am one of these visual people. I need to see it in front of me, smacking me in the face, going, Cara, this is what you want. And I haven't got that. And I think this is one of the big reasons why I've kind of just plummeted down and not progressed as well. So, a vision board. What can you put on your vision board, and why do you need one? This is why, where do you see yourself in 1 year, in 2 years, in 5 years? You can put this all over your vision board. Put your why did you start? What is the reason? Right smack bang in the middle so you can see it. Pinterest can help you. Like if it's you want the car, if you want the Mercedes, if you want the holidays, if you want a brand new house, there's apps that can help you. Or you can go old style and pin them on the walls. I know, Jade, your vision is all over your kitchen wall, which is amazing. Mine is going to be right where I work, so I can see it every day, because I sit there all day. So I need it. But you kind of need to think about your future and understand your why you're doing it. And these vision boards can help so much. It can be your short-term goals that you're putting on there, sort of like hitting your IC Achiever Awards and DM Awards. These are like your short-term goals that you can put on there and hit, and you can tick them off as you do it. And then you can put your long-term goals on there. So like if you want to hit area manager, if you want to achieve being RVP and MVP, and each time you hit these things, you can move your goalposts each time. So you're working along, and your vision board is there, and you keep the things that you tick off so you can see how far you have come, rather than looking how far you've got to go. So obviously, not only that, your vision board, your team is one of the big, massive things in your lives that will help you support, and you can count on them. And I just think, like, I pull on my team quite a lot, and they inspire me every day with how far they've come, even while I've been sat on the sidelines some days just thinking, what are you doing? So I would definitely say that you should pull on your team as well. I don't know if anyone's got any questions that they want to ask or anything that they want to put in there. You can like put in the messages or anything like that. But what is your why? So my why is I'm a big people person, and I love helping people. So along with meeting people and along with supporting my family, it is a big why of mine is helping, like helping other people. Oh, my fitness as well. I'm really big into fitness. If people follow me on Instagram, I'm always putting things on there on my story. So I like to inspire people to take that first step as well, because going to the gym, starting working out, starting eating healthy is really, really hard. And I know that I've inspired a hell of a lot of people because I get messages saying, wow, you're doing so well. So that's another big why. Sponsoring people. So I've just seen that pop up. So when I first started, I was really, really brave. I think it was the endorphins going. And I literally just messaged people and said, because it was at the start of COVID as well, I just said to people, what is your plan B? And Rebecca, who's on here, this is what I said to her, so she will vouch for me. I was like, hey Becky, how you doing? So I just thought I'd like see how you are and everything. And I said to her, what is your plan B? How are you getting on at work? And she said, I haven't got a plan B. And I told her about this business, and it was literally just talking about this business that inspired her to think, oh my God, I don't have a plan B. Having a backup plan is the best thing ever. So sponsoring, make a connection, speak to people and see what their circumstances are, because people like to talk. I mean, if they don't, they will literally just cut you off, and it's not a problem. But if someone really wants to tell you, they will, and that's your open. Dig, ask the questions, ask open questions so that they answer and tell you, and then find your like entry into there. Like, have you thought about this? What kind of things are you going to put on my vision board? So the kind of things I'm going to put on my vision board is, one, the car. Jade, since we came to yours for our AAC little weekend, that Mercedes is going up there. I want that white Mercedes. I've already started looking, by the way. That's how like focused I'm getting right now. Renovating this house that we're in now. So my goal, this is a council house that I'm in, and I am able to buy it. I can buy it now on the wage that I earn at the moment. I can buy it, but I don't know whether I can afford to renovate it. So that is going on my vision board, is renovating this house. We want an extension, we want to do a kitchen, everything like that. So a nice big kitchen is going on there, an extension, the garden being done, and I'll be happy. So that's the car, the house, because I'm happy where I am living. A holiday. Now, we do go on holiday every year, but I want a nice big holiday, a family holiday, where I can help extended parts of my family to come with us to have a big holiday, so it's not just us. That's another big goal. If we could have the majority of our family come with us, like mothers, or my mum, David's mum, cousins, aunties, things like that, I'll be really happy, because I'm a very family orientated person. So those sort of things I want on there, and maybe another dog, but we'll keep that one secret. I do want another dog, but they're expensive, more expensive than kids, I think. So yeah, so those are the things that I would like on my vision board. And you just, not only that, I'm going to have my AM. I've already thought about designing it and having, because I'm an EDM already, I'm going to have AM in one corner, RVP at the top, and MVP at the side, and I want it like a clock, like a timer to go round, so I'm following my goals. So I think that's a good way of doing it. And there is so many ideas on Pinterest of how to have your vision boards. And I'm also going to take a picture and put it as my screen, so every morning when I wake up I can see it. It's one of the first things that I see, which gives you that boost as well. And literally talking about it all the time. I'm literally going to be putting it on my story. My vision is this, my vision is that, and I want to tell people, because when you say something, it becomes, you have to keep telling you. And I think that's another thing that I've just thought of now, is I'm going to have the words I am, because if you say I am, then you are. So your manifestations and your gratitude, they should go on there too. Has anyone else got any questions?
I'm just going to go back through the chat. I think there was one missed. Emma had asked, what, so obviously in the 6 months you've been in the business, what's the biggest thing you have learned about yourself?
Oh, wow. The biggest thing I've learned about myself, I would say, is that I'm not as outgoing as I thought, and I need to work on that. And what is the biggest thing I've learned about myself? I think I've got a big heart. I think that's one of the biggest things I've learned, is that I feel like the energy that I feel from other people and how much I want to give and see other people succeed. I do think I've learned that I've got a bigger heart than what I thought that I had. What did you find? Sorry, I didn't see that. What did I find the hardest? Thanks, Rosie. What did you find the hardest element to overcome so far? Okay, the hardest element to overcome so far. I would say is sponsoring people, because I don't like to hear the word no. But then I've done quite a bit of training and have realised that you need so many no's before you get the yes. And the no's are just training you to find your yes person. Now, I said no for 4 years to this business. 4 years. And Kerry Wesley, who is an amazing person, never gave up on me, and she kept going and going. And in a way, when I look back and think, oh, I've had another no, I just think, I said no to Kerry so many times and she never gave up. And that gives me the drive to think, wait a minute, I said no, and then I said yes, so keep going. So I would say no was the hardest thing, hearing no, but now it's not so much. So yeah. Are there any other questions?
Emma's asked for what Emma has said. What's the biggest challenge in what's been the biggest challenge in running your business?
Oh, the biggest challenge. I would say the biggest challenge is sales. But I think that is my own doing, because I haven't reached out as much as what I should. And through all the training is like gold. And I would say, if you can get on the training and listen to it, when people are saying an hour a day, a blitz, which I used to do and I slacked, which I will now get back onto, an hour a day of asking 10 people about the business, 10 people about the products. That's the way forward. I just wasn't asking, and I need to. So I would say that is the biggest challenge, is like getting over that laziness in a way, because my business is not going to build itself. I've got to do it. So yes, that will be
discipline. That's like the biggest challenge, isn't it? Discipline, daily discipline.
And do you know what? Discipline. I have so much discipline for the gym in the morning. I'm up and there. So I don't understand why I can't do it. Maybe it's just that I'm afraid of the no's and I just need to get over it. But that's Jeff, my little monkey, that I need to put back in the box.
Really good book, if this resonates with anybody. So part of our business, obviously, is speaking to people in any kind of business or industry, whether you're building a building company, whether you're building, I always use tiling as an example, or whether you're going to do cooking or outdoor catering, whatever it is, there's going to be an element of trying to find business. You know, sales is a part of most businesses, customer service is part of most businesses, and speaking to people about joining your business. You know, how many people have worked in corporate or employed roles where they've perhaps had to train somebody? I know Cara's a trainer, and then you put all that work and effort into somebody and then they go anyway, and then you start again. It's the same thing with us. And actually, you know, you don't get all upset that they've rejected you in that corporate like employed role. The thing is, no is part of any business, and it's definitely a part of network marketing. The thing is, we've just got to get really comfortable and happy with no's. And there's a great book called Go for No, if anyone's heard of that, and I would highly recommend. It's all about, you want to be getting as many no's as you can, because you know the more no's you're getting means your next yes is like going to be arriving much sooner, and it makes it a game about getting no's. There's not that fear about receiving a no. So I'd highly recommend that book. I can't remember the author, but I'll pop it in our chat afterwards. Something that I just wanted to say about the vision board. So the vision board for me is really about a collective. It's about your goals. So you spoke about Mercedes, but if anyone does have kids or a family or a partner, I'd really get other people involved in this. Like, what is it that your kids want? Like, you know, having their vision on the board, or having, you know, whether it's they want a certain holiday to somewhere, or a certain toy, or something that where you could look at that vision on the days where you just maybe don't have all the motivation, where you may be just feeling that like fear, the discipline. You can look at that board and think, that's my why. That's why I'm doing this. Like, it's worth it. And I think sometimes we're more willing to do things for our families, our loved ones, as opposed to ourselves. So if that helps anybody when you're thinking about what to put on your vision board, think past yourself. Think about what would they really want to. Yeah. Go on, you go.
No, I was just saying that's really good. I didn't think of that, and actually, I'm going to ask the kids what they might do, because I've got a girl and a boy, and they like expensive things, like all children, when they get to 13 and 12. So one of those things is I'm going to ask them and see what they want on the vision board. So that's really, really good. I like that idea.
And I think also it has to be like beyond what you're capable of doing now. So most people a work, like for me, I'm only talking about my situation before Arbonne. I was working in an employed role, and we were just at the end of every month, like the pot of money ran out. There was never any extra. There was all these things I wanted to do to my house, like the renovations, the holidays that I dreamt of taking my kids on to, like Lapland and Disney World, all the things that I just thought that's what I always want to treat my kids. I knew that if I just stayed doing what I was doing in my current situation, there was never going to be an extra pot of money that I could put away in savings. I was just getting by at the end of each month. It was just getting by. So it has to be something that it has to be over and above what you could give them anyway. Does that make sense? So if you know you could renovate your house with a bit of extra money from your job, then that's not really big enough vision. It needs to be like, more, but also realistic. Some people are putting like jets and stuff on their thing, and I'm like, I'm not even sure I want a jet, to be honest, even if I could afford one.
They're way too expensive.
Yeah. It has to be realistic, and not really, I hate that word realistic, but it has to be believable to you. Otherwise, if it's too far away, if that, it's not believable, it won't it won't manifest its way to you anyway, despite, the work and effort you put in.
There was one other thing that I was going to put on my vision board, which I have just remembered now, and it is the blank check that you write the amount that you want on. And I remember that you'd put yours in, you'd put a copy of it in one of the groups. Yes, there it is. And you print it off and you put what you would like to make each month from your business. And I think that is a fantastic vision. Like, it's just there. And I'd love that. And sorry, what is that one? Sorry, Cara, I've got to head off. Okay, thank you, Rosie.
Oh, Rosie's dialing in from Greece, bless her. That's
dedication. See, that's dedication, being on holiday and dialing in. But yeah, I'm truly focused now, and I feel that this has helped me. So I'm so glad that I've had the chance to share my journey and my vision with everyone else, because it's pushed me so much more. And doing this has given me those endorphins back, that excitement back as well. So I've really enjoyed it, definitely.
Well, I have to say, for somebody, I know you won't mind me saying, she was so super nervous, and I had so many voice notes before. Cara trained so professionally tonight. And I think when we do the things, you've just basically done the thing that you had the biggest fear over, and you've just overcome that. It gives you like the best buzz, doesn't it? And I can tell that you've got that excitement.
Definitely. I've enjoyed every minute of it. And for saying that I teach anyway, this is completely different. There's just something about this that gives you happy, buzzy vibes.
Well, I think you've inspired so many, and I know that Hannah wants accountability to have by the end of this month the vision board finished. So I think if we could all, if anyone has done one, or wants to get any bit, it could be a video, it could be a collection of photos, please share it with us if you feel comfortable doing that, because it really will help spur each other on.
Yeah.
I would also just to kind of pop it from me, I watched a training a while ago, and somebody said, write down at the start of your business 21 reasons why Arbonne, 21 reasons why you said yes to Arbonne, what it means, what it could mean. And I think that really makes you dig deep, into things that it's going to achieve for your family, for you, self-confidence, independence, whatever that is. It doesn't need to be materialistic things, community, friendship. It could be more money, it could be to quit your job, whatever it is. I definitely think write down, and sometimes you think 21 things, you makes you really think outside the box, and actually makes you dig deep into the why and everything, the reasons that I think about when I can't be bothered, or the days that are a bit tougher to keep me going.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm just going to end the recording. So thank you again, Cara. You're an absolute legend, and it's so
Thank you for having me.